Hey there, welcome back. It's day 2 for me, but as far as when I get around to editing the videos and posting them, we'll see how many days are in between on that. But so it did rain last night, and looks like the drain did its job. It kept everything going down there. Of course, there's still got some time for the sides to dry out, but all in all, this is certainly just flowing now instead of basically standing water is what it was. So that's good. Got the coyote warming up in the back, gonna take care of another little problem area. There's I think a few altogether of the well, standing water basically. So take a quick little walk over to that and show you while the girl warms up. So we got this little pond straight ahead here, and there's supposed to be well, there is a culvert under the little access road here, but of course it's been overgrown and just kind of clogged up. So I'm gonna do the same thing. This is supposed to be where it's at, and yeah, I'm gonna basically make a little staging area for the water to collect before it comes out over here. And try to trench this out a tiny bit. It's almost flat through this area, not much higher in elevation than the water already, so there's talks of maybe trying to dig out on the back side of the pond over there a little more, just to give it a little more place to go, as well as instead of it overflowing here, the back side of his property is a nice hill going down, and it seems like a good place to kind of send it off that way. So still pretty sure it's just fed by spring, so it's not like there's a lot of flow going on, but still it becomes a nuisance when it won't seem to stop raining this summer, and yeah, just collecting lots of water all over the place. So get to that in a moment. Alright, we're all warmed up. I decided I'm going to take a moment to try to get the York rake out of the back of my truck here. And see if I can just pick it out of there with the backhoe and the chain, of course. I'm not going to try to muckle onto it with my thumb or anything. So I think that would be rather silly. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, York has been dropped off, so now it's time to take care of the job that I came here to get started on, which is, as I mentioned in the beginning, digging this out. So I think I've decided I'm going to start over on this end, try to get my tractor in here in a way that I'll be able to not only swing this, but swing over there, because with the ground being pretty low right here, I know there's going to have to be a little bit that comes out of here in order to yeah, facilitate the drainage going downhill. So get you set up for that view and get started. All right, well, this side's pretty much done. Like I figured, I really couldn't go very low there, so I just basically scraped the ground. Still a slight low spot, so I can see if this pond starts filling, it can start to recede back up this way a little bit. But found the piece of culvert in there. Had to use a shovel in the end there because I didn't want to get too close to it. I could tell it was already a little beat up. And then looks like this is the other end down here. So once again, I don't have a lot of elevation to my advantage in order to work this in here. So I'll just create a trench coming towards this, and that'll give it enough room for it to, you know, at least run into there and not continue to spread out. Might have to try to run something through the culvert, but that might be another time. I did pull out some rocks on the other side. And what's odd is it's two different size pipes, so it's something that was pieced together once. But anyway, get the camera set up and continue on. Well, here it is. Naturally, my camera wasn't recording when I thought it was. So if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you've seen that's a problem I tend to have sometimes. So yeah, as I suspected, just basically scratching at the surface really and rolling the loam up on top, if you want to call it that, with the grass, the sod there. It, you know, giving it an area to start pulling, but until it gets up in a little bit of elevation, it's not going to really make it under this. So talking with the owner, we might decide to end up digging this up and resetting it down lower to alleviate that problem. Now also, while sitting over here and working, I couldn't help but keep looking at how wet this road is here. Now we are on a slight hill coming out of the woods, coming down from the trail that way. So once again, I'm guessing it's just an issue with the water table being so high here, and any springs that might be coming down off of that mountain. There's no shortage of water on this property, that's for sure. So I've suggested that maybe we trench it back this way, at least for now, to give it someplace other than the road to go. All right, and there we have it. Just another scratched away little trench. I didn't want to dig too far down because I just wanted to stay kind of with the slope of the ground, but still create a little bit lower area so that the high side has a place to drain off to. Water's almost to the level of going through the culvert, so obviously this is working to collect some of this water coming just out of the ground and out of the woods here. So we'll see how it looks in a little while. And yeah, it hasn't started going through the pond or over to the pond yet, but I know if we get a good rainstorm, it will certainly come over. So. All right, I think I'll shut this one off here. If I continue to do any more work, I'll be sure to capture it. And yeah. All right, and I am back. So before I walked too far away from the tractor, I thought maybe I would come over, revisit this area, see how it looks. I mean, we got rain last night, so this is taking even longer to freaking dry now, but Another suggestion I think I would have is to just put a little more earth in there, fill it in a little bit, raise it up. But I thought, you know, it looks pretty good, at least off to the corner here. I should be able to sneak by with my tractor back up into here, try to reach with my backhoe up into this area. As you can see, it's already just coming above the ground. Again, the goal will basically be to scratch it up and just create one central path for it to go. But while walking around, I also noticed that it's coming right out of this hill as well. So I'm gonna have to trench something to connect to there. A little lower than this spot here, but yeah, try to get all this water just kind of going where we want it to go and not where it wants to go. Of course, water has a funny way of going wherever it wants to go, which is usually following gravity. So. All right, well, get you set up. I'll get over in here, and maybe I'll throw on the backhoe POV view. And by the way, let me know in the comments if you guys like third-person view, or if you like the POV view, or a mixture, or whatever. I try to mix it up a little when I can remember to. So, yeah, let's get started. Alright, well that concludes that. It's flowing like I want it to, and yeah, with all the rocks I'm hitting here, it's definitely obvious that somebody had this all done out at one point and then just got grown over with all this crap. Something I still want to try to do is get out further this way, but I want to be able to back across here, and I don't know. Just don't feel like getting stuck right now, nor do I feel like just rutting the hell out of this. So gotta give that a little time to dry. I can always come back, tackle this maybe in the fall when I can probably back right out into this crap anyway. So, but yeah, nice big rock right there to work around. Wasn't gonna move that one, so some of the others are just kind of pushed off to the side, redefine, I guess you could say, but not really, because I don't have enough to continue it. But it seems like it definitely is starting right up in there, so I'm really gonna call it a day on this one here. I did take a quick peek back at the other spot that I was working on earlier, and we finally have water flowing under the culvert. So it's not a lot, but you know, it's to the level that you know, it needed to reach in order to start coming underneath. But I'm sure that's helpful, or what was helpful was trenching that out so that stuff could start draining down into here, and then it filled up rather quickly. And as you can see, maybe anyway, it's just trickling out through here now, so it has a place to go. All right, for real this time, I'm pretty positive I'm done for the day. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.